Bonjour.
Ooh.
My name is Kevin, and this is
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yes. I was trying to, I don't know how to say it in French.
Ryan.
Rion?
Ryan.
Rion? It's a great story.
The two of us here together, we comprise the podcast Wind, Reel, and Print.
Which you are listening to right now. You either got here intentionally or you stumbled in here somehow.
And we're sorry.
Yeah. The door's locked though.
Yeah. You cannot escape.
You do have to stay for the entirety.
And while you're here in our little abode,
yes,
we will talk at you about a movie.
A single movie this time.
Yeah, one movie.
Yes.
Titled
I
Saw
the
TV Glow.
Glow. There we go. I was like, how do we make it another weird way? But you got it.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. I saw the TV Glow.
Yes.
Jane Schoenbrunn. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. I apologize if that is incorrect. 2024. This is another big cultural movie. It felt like and feels like in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Like with Promising Young Woman.
Yeah.
You're saying? Yeah.
And it feels like a movie that people have wildly different opinions about.
Yeah, very true.
Which is very interesting.
That's like our favorite conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Promising Young Woman is another one of those, like there's some, it goes wildly on either side. And here we are.
It's a 5-star or a 1-star.
Yeah. People feel very strongly about it. And I think even us, we have different directions where we'll go, which is also always a great thing.
There are two wolves inside me.
Yes. And there's 2 wolves inside of, so there's 4 wolves here on the podcast. We have 4 wolves. That's a lot.
A lot of legs.
Yes. Ooh, yeah, that is a lot of legs.
Yeah.
16 legs.
Crazy.
On 4 wolves.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. 4 times 4. I got you.
Just checking your math.
I got you. Yes. Checking my wolf leg math. Wolf leg math.
Yeah.
I saw the TV Glow. Did you? I watched it for the first time.
For the very first time.
Did you watch it when it came out?
I saw it twice.
Oh. What did you gain from doing that?
What do you mean?
Did you go a second time because you liked it so? Or did you go a second time for science? And then what did you gain from, like, after watching it a second time?
Yeah.
And after the first experience, like, what came out of that for you?
Yeah. Let's sit.
And also, you definitely don't go and watch movies immediately 2 times all the time. There's plenty of movies that you do. I mean, that's a Kevin technique.
Yeah.
Is the double watch.
Day after.
Yeah. Which I think is great. Like, you want to sleep on it, I think, always after a movie, in my opinion. Sure. But it's always an interesting sign. I think there's always reasons why you kind of go back for a second time. Maybe it's boredom. Yeah. I don't know. That's a valid excuse. You had a ticket to use.
Yeah.
But yeah, lay it on me.
So for the listener, I do tend to rewatch a lot. And it's either because I really enjoyed the movie or I really hated the movie. For this one, I didn't really. Okay, so I'm trying to think back of like where I was when I saw this movie. Sure. I definitely remember hearing all the talk.
Yeah.
The cultural stuff, people really enjoying it. And like the reviews, like it was really popular. So naturally I'm going to feel inclined to watch something like this, especially when it's like indie and different and like saying something.
Yeah.
Like that's like what I want to go see.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I honestly hated it. I wrote a scathing review. One of my most liked reviews actually. It's always the one where I'm bashing the movie that like people really enjoy.
Yeah. You have a good bashing writing style.
Thank you.
It is good. You can feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so the contempt you have when you write them too. You can smell it. Yeah. Like there's this stink on it when you are just like, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Because I want the feeling of like throwing it down.
Yeah, that's how. Yes, yes, it comes across, which I'm not surprised people enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah. I think just having a visceral reaction, right?
Yes.
And I think for me, my initial reaction was mostly based off of like writing and performance. Like I don't think I quite understood like what the movie was trying to do, and I thought it was very like undercooked. And then so I had gone to a Josh Park party, by the way.
Josh Park party.
A Josh party. And this had come up in conversation and again, wildly divided. Some people saying this is speaking to my trans experience, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. That is a general consensus, I think, for people and this film, is that it does go down that path.
Right, right. But then me and some other people, trans people, by the way, were saying like the writing was not good. Like it doesn't really like go into what a dialogue is supposed to do, like supposed to execute. You know what I mean? And so there's like definitely like formal aspects of the movie that weren't necessarily elevated in certain ways. And then after that conversation, I was like, you know what? I'll go fucking watch this thing again. Like, fuck it. Like maybe I got it wrong. And I watched it with this context of that conversation. I was like, okay, I get it. Like I get what the movie's doing.
Yeah.
In terms of like the trans experience and stuff. So I kind of came around to what it's supposed to do, but then watching it again, I'm like, man, what the heck? Like, what does this do? Like, I got again frustrated with the movie.
Yeah.
That we can kind of talk about. But
yeah.
How what was your initial reaction?
So obviously I'm a linchpin. We call ourselves. We're all linchpins.
I love that.
Copyright. But as a linchpin and Lynch lover, and lover of Lynch.
Yes.
I'm a Lynchian lover, which is terrifying to think about. But there's a lot that I really appreciate about this film. Yeah. Like I appreciate the strangeness of it. Mm-hmm. I do like that. I think that I do enjoy, and maybe it's the editor in me, I do enjoy movies that are just kind of like throwing a lot out there and then just like letting you kind of do a lot of the work is how this movie feels to me. Sure. And that's why I think my theory on why it like can go in so many wildly different directions is because you can imbue a lot of meaning into it if you want, because on the surface level, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And also it doesn't make like logical sense either necessarily.
Right. From like a plot standpoint.
Yeah, exactly. So you are kind of dealing with just a lot of pieces. Obviously, we've talked about Emerald Fennel, but it feels in that way a similar thing where visuals are king.
Forefronted.
Yeah. And you can see in this film some very obvious visual things they were going for. I'm thinking of the planetarium being one that kind of like lasts for a while, the ice cream truck with the smoke coming out. Like there's a lot of things, and you get like the bisexual lighting that you kind of see. Like there's this kind of like look and feel to this.
It's like really tangible.
Yes. Yeah. And then you add in all of this other kind of like nostalgia stuff, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I left this movie confused, but it wasn't a confused in like I felt like I wasted my time. Uh-huh. It was a confused like, oh, this is something different that I haven't really chewed on before. It felt to me in some ways like it felt like a really good interpretation of nostalgia as a feeling, which is just kind of like it almost feels like a poison. And that's kind of like, I'm now getting really like out there with this. I think I'll be the only one that really feels this way. But there's something about it when there's like this, I'm now going to use a lot of words that don't make a lot of sense. There's a thickness to like this kind of like feeling within it.
A viscosity.
Yeah, there's something to it, like this. Oh, maybe it's even like clay. Like there's this mold, and maybe this is autism talking. Maybe that's what this is because I'm now bringing a feeling into this image in my mind, and this.
It's like a form of synesthesia, I feel like.
Yeah. It's definitely synesthesia is the only way I can really describe this. But nostalgia has this kind of like poisonous quality to it. I'd love to see a movie kind of mess with it in kind of that way on what it's capable of. But there's something in this too. I mean, especially with the ending when it just like goes completely off the rails and is also incredibly kind of nihilistic as well.
Yeah. To end there. To end where it ended is kind of crazy.
Yeah. And I appreciate an ending that kind of like dips out.
Yeah.
Like, and it kind of feels a little early, like in some ways, like,
right.
It's just like, oh, that it's there. And so, like that's the button that they wanted on this was that it felt that way. And we talked about Promising Young Woman being meant to have like a different ending. And that would have been if it ended at the bonfire or whatever.
Yeah. That would have been means.
Yeah. What that means too. It feels a little similar to this ending where it's like, okay, we just saw like almost like this transformation that I mean, I guess literally this transformation that happens to this character by the end of the film. And then it all shuts down again.
Yeah. You revert back.
Yeah. Which I think I do like the, for the most part, like the message of this film and what it's saying and how it says it.
Yeah.
It just felt, it felt like it really could have been tightened maybe.
Yeah.
On, or at least like focusing on different things. Cause also the acting is obviously very strange. It's very like kind of stilted and stunted. And so I think for a lot of people, they're like, this acting sucks, or you could see it as like, oh my God, it's so true. They're hiding so much. Like, I think there's a lot of people online that tend to read really like a lot into like character expressions and things like that. And I know the actors are going for that in some aspect, but I think a lot of it is just like, it happens. And that's the thing about making movies is you just are capturing life and then you eventually edit it together and it becomes a narrative.
Yeah.
Right.
And then people project onto it.
Exactly. Yeah. This feels like a movie that allows for projection. Yeah. Maybe even encourages projection with how strange and open it is.
Yeah. You brought that up earlier. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. And so I think like for me, I kind of rate it on like a mid-high scale.
Sure.
In my mind, just because like I would love to see more movies like this that kind of like feel this way, but I still feel like it could have reached into other directions.
Yeah.
It did have like a really scary scene, like when they actually had because it was interesting what they were doing with the ice cream and the characters and stuff like that.
Midnight, Mr. Midnight.
Yeah, the Mr. Midnight. Because there's one point because they're really blending in like what is real, what isn't, what is. I guess it's just that. But then it ends up like at a certain point going completely fantastical and it actually shows Mr. Midnight and it's like doesn't look like anything else in the film. It doesn't look like a Power Rangers style show, which is how it kind of felt at first, or a children's TV show,
right? Like
Teletubbies style at the end. It's like something else dark. Entirely. It's very weird. But
Lynchian.
Yeah. But then I think Lynchian is almost like the wrong way to talk about this too, because I think we apply Lynchian to too many things.
It gets weird or surreal. And
exactly. It's just all of a sudden it's Lynchian, which I don't fully. I've even started to kind of like step back a little bit on what that is, because you'd be hard pressed, I think, to find a scene exactly like that in a Lynch film. Now, there's plenty of things where like you have like
Dune.
Oh, Dune, sure. I have not seen Dune, so I can't say. And I think
you have to watch that.
Yeah, I think David Lynch would say that movie does not exist.
Yeah, it's fair. But I think he does do like this grotesqueness,
He is, yes, he does lean into that. Elephant Man being another really great example.
Like the body horror.
Yes.
Like adjacent thing.
Yeah. And then, there was another, obviously Eraserhead. There was something else I was thinking of. Twin Peaks there's a lot of weird stuff in that, and a lot of like
Blue Velvet too. I feel like.
And I mean, a lot of what I like is kind of in the Lynchian thing is kind of like losing your mind.
Yeah.
A little bit,
right.
which I feel like I think one of the most Lynchian scenes in this film is the ending.
Yes,
and he's going into the bathroom and he's having that total breakdown.
Yeah.
Now it's not Lynchian to have that weird scene where he's like screaming and everyone's like
looking down.
That felt so weird to me.
Yeah,
that it didn't really
surreal.
It is. But I guess for whatever reason it didn't.
It's like felt square and rectangle, I guess.
Yeah,
because I would say it's surreal. I guess it's not Lynchian.
Yeah,
in that way, even though Lynchian is surreal.
Yeah,
because
I'm trying to think of what other movies do that weird thing where like everything changes in the scene like that in like a very performative way. Like I don't know if it's 8.5 does Master. That. Oh, The Master does have a really good scene like that. You're right. With the dancing. Yeah. Yep.
And that's he's like tripping out.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing to do. I think I just didn't like the actual
the application
of it, but it is an interesting idea to kind of play with it in that way.
Right. Like a truly subjective experience.
Yeah. I feel like I would have preferred it even if they were frozen or still going about their business and not even reacting to him.
Right. Like playing it differently.
Yeah, but I think then now I'm just like backseat directing. And what is that worth?
Well, I think a lot of it is like both this and Promising Young Woman, like really young directors, like in their first or second movies. So a lot of these choices are just like, it just feels very youthful, I suppose.
Yeah. There's something interesting, like it does feel like there's an emptiness in it
for you.
Yeah. For me.
Like within the whole movie.
Yeah. I feel like, but even like for me too, I think that there's what else is there to talk about?
Well, that's how I feel like after watching it. It's like, man, there's so much going on and like you're laying it down, like describing what this movie is and what it's doing. But then like the movie itself to me isn't like diving into what you're talking about. Yeah. In the way where it's like adding to the conversation or like presenting something new or different.
Yeah.
Like I get what it's doing and it's so like in your face about what it's trying to say.
Yeah.
But then like how does that relate to the TV show and this doll? Like I just don't understand the combination of all the ideas. You know what I mean? And then the dialogue, like I don't understand the setup. I think the back half is really interesting, but I think when Maddie comes back, that's very interesting. Now we kind of have all these things. He has a chance. Owen has a chance to change what happened before, and still decides in the end to not find their true self. Right.
And at least at that point, it's kind of like interesting and things are like really happening. And you kind of know what the film is by this point a little bit because you cut like 10 years or 7 years or something like that. Like it's a serious amount of time.
Yeah, I just wish it went deeper.
Yeah.
Into the whole thing. And so, this is a good time to add this in. I watched Jane Schoenberg's first movie.
Yeah, I saw you did. Yes. You had a really good review.
Speaking about my contempt and stuff.
Yes. May I read it?
Yeah.
Really got to commend myself for not cutting out early. That's very good.
Yeah, I was getting really frustrated with watching that.
Yeah.
Like my attention was drifting. But like I would love to have this conversation with Josh actually, because I feel like this applies to our screen conversation.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like these movies and this like director, that's what they are going for and playing with a lot.
Like the form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I think I'm interested to hear what you would say about her first movie.
Yeah.
Because you hated Unfriended.
Yes.
And like the presentation of that film. And then there is something about this movie where they're trying to replicate internet culture, subcultures, and like the experience of being on the internet. But I don't like, it just feels very dry and undercooked. And what did you say? Like, you need to refine it more. You need to like pick out the good parts and like make it leaner. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's something about like being interesting as a movie, but also having something to say within it. Like, I feel like if you're, I don't know, I guess there's a conversation about like intentionally being a boring movie and trying to say something, and for the message to override the boring experience.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're asking a lot of me to
There's a
like,
lot, you're doing a lot of work.
To like sit through this stuff and try to pull out meaning from this. Ow.
So nice. Kevin just hit their hand real good. That's such a good point, because as an editor, that's something I think about a lot. And as a Kuleshov effect lover and the meaning behind it, right? Yeah. There is like
Kuleshovian.
Kuleshovian. There's this Kuleshovian thing about these films where it's like, okay, and I do tend to believe this and like it as a concept of just like throw things together, and we're showing these images to basically supercomputers, right? If you want to think about it like that.
Yeah, like we are AI.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. We are just constantly trying to find meaning in things.
Right.
And so you can throw a movie, you could throw two clips together, and all of a sudden you imbue some meaning into it.
Right.
And now we're getting the
data.
Exactly. Yeah. And it gets bigger and bigger and more complex and more complex. But there is a line where there's too much work being done.
Yeah.
Or you don't catch on early enough to what it is that you're just kind of like being shot into space and you can't find your ground.
Right.
Or you've been dropped out of a plane and you are just spinning and you can't right yourself.
Yeah.
Is maybe another way. And I think,
or you, what they say when you get stuck in an avalanche and you're in snow, you don't know which way the ground is.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Oh, see that's terrifying. You don't know whether you're up or down. That's fucking scary.
That's what it feels like.
Yes. Yeah. It's just like, well, okay, like, I'm here now.
Yeah.
What happens? Where do we go from here? And I think we all have different tolerances, and I do like the idea of throwing things, but there's a point,
a threshold.
Yeah, there's a threshold. And I think this rides that line for people. And I think some people latch on early and can figure it out, but I think it just doesn't jive for most. And I imagine we're all going to the World's Fair is very that.
It's like even more, I would say, challenging than I saw the TV glow. Yeah. Because of the way it's like framing things, it's using vertical aspect ratio. It's like holding on these things. It's like replicating live streaming in like a slow cinema way, but it's like not, I don't know, weird. To me, not doing it right or whatever. Because there's this whole thing. Have you seen Jean Bielman? No. That Chantal Ackerman movie? Mm-mm. I feel the same way with that film, where it's like the boringness of the form is the message of the movie. And you have to kind of like accept that and ride along with it. Yeah. Like my friend had a review of like, I get the like artistic point of this thing, but I will never watch this again. Yeah.
And it feels like it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, this goes in the
museum.
Yeah, in the museum. Yeah. And then it lasts 10 minutes. Yeah. You know, and it's like that there's kind of a place for like that sort of thing.
Right. Yeah. Well, especially with the World's Fair, someone else had written this review of like, this felt like a really good short film. Yeah. But became like a 90-minute thing. And you can feel the like weight of all that extra time, because it's just like, what is going on? Like, what is the point of all this stuff? Yeah. Like, it just feels really weird.
Yeah, and then you got to wonder, what's the point in making a film that long?
Right.
You know, what is the point in making? Why do we make films that last 90 minutes versus 40 minutes?
Yeah, for commercial reasons.
Yeah, exactly. There's definitely a lot of that. And then there's a lot of times there's a lot of stuff you want to put in it.
Yeah.
And you're actually cutting things in order to even hit that time. Now, this sounds like a film where it's like they're adding and stretching and pulling and all of these. And so that's when it feels like it doesn't.
Like it's extra. Because I feel you could say that for this movie too of like what?
Yeah, it was a lot of different things.
Yeah, yeah.
And it didn't necessarily feel like to me, like I still don't really get like some of the things about it. And especially like with the TV show and stuff like that. Like there's still a few things where I'm like, but it's, I guess you're just imbuing meaning into it. And it creates itself and
it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah. I think that there's probably better people that talk about this.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's probably some really interesting things to hear about this. Because, I think I'm very much just kind of middle of the road on this thing. And I think that kind of leaves me with being like, there's a better version of this out there.
Yeah.
We have this. I will say I was going to say I am surprised that this like has this kind of like cultural power to it. But I guess I don't necessarily agree with that. Like I see why this can have that.
Right. Like it's saying something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I didn't.
Because how does this compare to Promising Young Women for you?
Oh, this has so much more artistic merit. In my opinion.
For sure.
And I think I think there's just so much more interesting things to say in this. And if the characters are all like acting normally to me. Like they make sense. Their motivations make sense. What is happening makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Where a Promising Young Woman,
so many holes.
Yes. What is happening? We're going crazy here. I would take 1,000 I Saw the TV Glows over a Promising Young Woman. Like I would rather see this continue to be iterated upon and finding more about it. And if this is kind of like the beginning of like this kind of weird subgenre of like nostalgia stuff.
I want you to read her next movies.
Camp Miasma.
Yeah.
A trailer came out for it, I think.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it did. And I'm going to read this. After years of slapdash sequels and waning fandom, the Camp Miasma slasher franchise is handed over to an enthusiastic young director for resurrection. But when she visits the original movie star and now reclusive actor shrouded in mystery, the two women fall into a blood-soaked world of desire, fear, and delirium. Oh yeah, Gillian Anderson.
Doesn't sound cool.
Yeah.
Like
I'm in.
You know?
Yeah.
Like meta horror slasher.
There's so much. Did you like X?
I loved X.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I think there's a lot of cool things about playing with, Scream. I've talked about New Nightmare on this podcast before, where Freddy goes after the original cast of Nightmare on Elm Street, which is really cool.
Like the cast.
Yeah, the actual cast in Los Angeles, California. And like going after, which is awesome. That's fucking awesome. That's great.
So cool, yeah.
I don't think it like lived up to its promise, but the idea is so great.
Right. Like the meta Hollywood kind of movie thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably be seated for Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
This is definitely a director. I put on the board a director to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
there's something there.
Yes.
Right?
If I can't say anything about her actual first movie, but in terms of like, I Saw the TV Glow being like the first kind of major film of hers. Breakout. Like that's one that feels reminiscent of a number of different films I've seen from first-time directors.
Right.
That is like, like
Blood Simple.
Yeah. Blood Simple was exactly where I was going to go.
It's like such a good double feature, I feel like, these two.
Yeah, because it's very moody.
Moody, undercooked.
Yeah.
Like not quite there, but showing the promises of a really good director.
Yeah.
You know?
So.
Oops. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. That's so one to watch.
Yeah.
So you can put it on the board.
Yeah.
Fennel, take off. Take off the board. Well, thanks, folks. Thanks for hanging out. That's a wrap. Bye-bye.
Wind, Reel, and Print is a podcast by Salad Brain Productions.
You can find us on Instagram at Wind, Reel, and Print Pod.
You can also find us on YouTube, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Theme song by Redhead Fred.
If you like the show, leave a rating or review.
We'll see you next time.